The Maidens and the Heart, a story by Esther Tills. The village of Omofia was alive with rhythm and color. By day, the men labored in the red earth, tending yam and cassava farms and practicing wrestling in the dusty village square. Their muscles glistened with sweat as they trained, preparing for both work and the annual wrestling festival. The maidens of the village were just as busy, carrying baskets to the market, yams, palm oil, ground nuts, and woven goods. Their voices filled the air as they called out to buyers, laughter mixing with the sound of footsteps on dry earth. Mud houses with thatched roofs stood proudly around the village, watching generations pass. Among the women, two girls stood out. Chinwe was a mat maker, her hands skilled and steady as she wove palm fronds into beautiful patterns. She was calm by nature, quiet in speech, gentle in movement. And often, she lived alone in a small hut at the edge of the village, surviving on what her hands could make and what her heart could endure. She never complained, she never begged. Her beauty was natural and unforced, the kind that came from humility and hard work. Adaize, on the other hand, was loud and commanding. She loved attention and made sure the village felt her presence wherever she went. She paraded herself through Mofia in bright wrappers and heavy beads, declaring herself the most beautiful maiden. Lazy when it came to work, she pushed her chores onto others and bullied those who resisted, especially Chinwe. Yet despite all this, they had been friends since childhood. They fetched water together as girls, slept side by side during festivals, and once shared secrets under moonlight. Chinwe had always endured Adaize's sharp tongue because she valued loyalty over pride. Then came Obinna. A strong young farmer and wrestler, Obinna had returned from a neighboring town, his presence commanding respect. Calm, hard-working and observant, he carried himself like a man who knew tradition and honor. The village noticed him. The maidens whispered. Obinna noticed her first. Obinna, she would call loudly whenever he passed the market. Have you eaten today? Come, let me serve you. She laughed too loudly, leaned too close, touched his arm boldly. But Obinna only nodded politely. Daalu Adaize, Obinna said calmly. My friends and I are in a hurry. And they would walk away, ignoring her exaggerated laughter. Chinwe noticed everything, but she kept her distance. She never wanted Obinna, not because she did not admire him, but because Adaize wanted him. And Chinwe, loyal to a fault, refused to compete with her childhood friend. He is not meant for me, she once whispered to herself as she wove mats late into the night. What Chinwe did not know was that Obinna had always loved her. From the first day he saw her hands move with patience, from the way she greeted elders respectfully, from the quiet dignity with which she carried her orphaned life, his heart had chosen her long ago, but he kept silent. She does not look at me, he told his friend once, and I do not want to disturb her peace. One afternoon in the market, Adaize approached Chinwe, hands on her hips. Chinwe, she scoffed loudly. Do you truly think Obinna will notice you with these dull mats? Look at me. She spun around, beads clinking. Even the sun envies my beauty. Chinwe did not look up. She adjusted her mats calmly. Beauty alone does not feed the heart, Adaize. Work and character matter too. At that moment, Obinna passed by and heard her words. He stopped. Your mats are beautiful, Chinwe, he said gently. They are made with patience. Chinwe looked up, startled. Thank you, Obinna. Adaize's smile faded instantly. Obinna, she laughed sharply. You admire mats now? Obinna met her eyes briefly. I admire efforts, he replied, then walked away. Adaize clenched her teeth. As days passed, she increased her advances, blocking Obinna's path, offering food, boasting loudly in front of other maidens. But Obinna and his friends ignored her. One evening, as the sun dipped low and the village grew quiet, Chinwe sat beneath a large mango tree, weaving as usual. The breeze was gentle. The river nearby whispered softly. Obinna approached slowly. Chinwe, he called. She looked up. Obinna? He hesitated, then spoke, his voice steady but sincere. I have watched you for a long time. I know you avoided me because of Adaize, but my heart has chosen you long before she ever spoke my name. Chinwe's hands froze. Obinna, she said quietly, I never wanted to hurt my friend. I am alone in this world. I did not want trouble. He stepped closer. My intention is not trouble. It is marriage. It is you. Tears filled her eyes. "If your heart is true," she whispered, "then I will not deny mine any longer." What they did not know was that Adaize was there, hidden behind the mango tree. Her breath shook, her hands clenched tightly. "So it was Chingwe all along," she hissed under her breath. "My friend, my rival." Her eyes burned with jealousy and betrayal. "I will not allow her to be happy," she vowed silently, "not even with the man she never wanted." Above them, the mango tree stood still, witness to love, silence, and the beginning of envy that would soon shake Umofia.